There's no place like home, said Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, and that is the topic for today's vlog for BattenVEDA. I'm asking you, where is home? And I'm also asking myself today, where was home and where will home be in the future? Well, right now I live in Ealing in the west of London, and I've been here for almost 10 years, which is pretty awesome. I came here when I was 25 years old and promised myself that I would do London until I was 30 and then I would scoot on out. Well, I'm still here and I'm not sure I have plans of moving anytime soon, because it's pretty awesome living in one of the greatest capital cities in the world. I love the quiet of my town, my district, which is Ealing, but I also love the buzz of the city and the amazing things it offers in terms of arts and theatre and food and people and all those wonderful things. But London's quite different from my hometown, which is Gosport. Gosport is effectively a seaside town, actually. It's right by the beach. In fact, my dad only lives about a mile away from the beach. I grew up about 2 or 3 miles, maybe, a little bit more, which was nice because I got to go ride down there with my brother on our bikes quite often, especially during the summer holidays. We'd spend hours and hours cycling around. And it's a nice town. There's probably about 60,000 people there. But I think probably the best way to put it is I grew out of it. And when I was 19 and I was studying at university in Portsmouth, which was just a short ferry ride and a bus ride away, I decided to move out and live with the other students in a house, which was fun. Student houses, lots to be said about that, but maybe that's another vlog. I lived in Portsmouth for 3 years. I did a 4-year course, but one of those years I lived abroad. So I had the opportunity to live on an island called Corsica, which is just south of Nice in France. It's a French-speaking island, but do not, whatever you do, ever call a Corsican French. They are Corsican, and they have a big movement to become separate from France. Interesting place to live, very, very beautiful, very, very rural. We used to get a train from the airport, which was about 28 kilometres away from the centre of the island where I lived, in a place called Corte, and it would take us 2.5 hours. I probably could have run it quicker. Well, actually maybe not. Yeah, almost, but not quite. Corte was amazing. I went to university there for a term or a semester, and it was the thing about the university which was awesome was it was right up in the mountains, and every Sunday 2 o'clock a bell would ring and the goat herder would bring their goats all the way through the centre of the university down through to wherever he was going. There's also some amazing sights to be seen and amazing food. I love the mortadella ham and the amazing cheeses they had there, and weirdly they had lots of donkeys in Corsica, just saying. So after Corsica I went to Spain and I studied in a place in Madrid called Alcalá de Henares, which was full of storks. Not donkeys, but storks. Which you would often look above your head to see in case you're going to get pooped on, because that wasn't fun. But it was a beautiful old Spanish town, kind of area. Yeah, town. It was a town, and it was a fabulous place to live. I lived in an apartment with a Swedish girl and a Spanish girl. I preferred the Spanish one. The Swedish one was a bit grumpy. The Spanish one was awesome, and she taught me a lot, and she refused to speak to me in English, which was awesome because I learned lots of Spanish. And I loved Spain so much that I didn't want to go home in the summer, so I went to Lanzarote, which is where I'm going with my family in October, to go back and visit, and I worked out there for the summer as a holiday rep. And then I came back to Portsmouth. Then once I finished my degree and my master's, because I went back to do more study, I moved to Oxford, a place called Didcot, which was famous only for its power station, really. And every day that I worked in Didcot, I would pass the power station and sing the Simpsons theme tune. Now the sad thing about that, as ugly as it was, is that they actually blew up that power station just last month. And then from Didcot I decided that I was miles away from all my friends and all my family, so I moved to London and here I am. So home for me, if I'm thinking of family, it's probably Gosport. Well, it is Gosport. And for friends and my life as I know it now, London is my home. See you tomorrow for day 15 of BattenVEDA.